I just wanted to get on here real quick and say, I don't have any Bible verses for you, um, but some still may come up. But um, I just wanted to get on here real quick and say that um, it may seem like you're going through a lot. The road may be rough. You said, okay, let me give my life to Christ, and things start to get rough. But a lot of times he has to purge us from our old habits, our old way of thinking, because if not, we'll continue a cycle. We'll continue to bring old habits into new places, and that therefore it'll continue a cycle of just lack and of lack of wisdom, a lack of joy, peace, a lack of prosperity, a lack of understanding, and so on and so on. So, um, a lot of time he has to purge us, and it's gonna hurt because it's gonna feel like you all alone. It's gonna feel like you're all alone. It's gonna feel like nobody cares. It's gonna feel like, why me? It's gonna feel like, I come to Christ for this? He's supposed to be good and all loving and knowing and stuff like that, God. But he has an order to things. He has a way that he needs stuff to be. So just like David, he was a shepherd first, and he tended to the sheep. He had to fight bears and lions, right, to protect his sheep. And the Lord allowed Saul to try and kill him for a long time, for many years. Um, but he was a man after God's own heart. Even Joseph, when he went through what he went through, he had to go through a lot. He had to go through a lot to get where he needed to be, but that was character building. Um, he said that, what you meant for evil, it turned around for good, so that way I could preserve life. Um, so there's a preparation season. There's a time where the Lord is prepping you. He got it. And so when we can't hear him, are you still going to be willing and able to be obedient? Just like Peter, he was prepping him from the time he picked him up off of that boat to the time that he went and was crucified, and he told him, hey, what's going on? He told him, he said, you're going to deny me. Peter was the one that was fighting teeth and nails for Jesus, and he was his main man and on his side and stuff like that. But when it came down to it, he really did deny Jesus, because the kitchen got hot. The kitchen got real, real hot. And so Peter denied Jesus. But after that, Jesus came to him, and, he redeemed him. He redeemed him. And therefore, Peter understood this walk is going to be an everyday thing where you pick up your cross and you walk with Christ, even when he's not there. Even when he's not there, even when you make a mistake and you deny Christ and you say, oh, I got it on my own. Let me go ahead and do it my way. Oh, I got it on my own. This person is coming to me and lovey-dovey me, but it's not in order. It's not the order that the Lord see fit. There's different realms. There's different spiritual realms that he wants to protect us from. There's different realms that he wants to equip us for, so that way we can be ready. A lot of times that's the reason why we get hurt by them. That's a lot of times that's the reason why we get rejected, and we feel the hurt and we feel the pain from people. We feel left out, because he's preparing us. He wants people to have a heart like his. We have to be as Christ was. Even though, people persecuted him and blasphemed him and did all of these evil things and crucified him, he still loved them to death, literally. Even the people, because in the Revelations, he said that even the people that stuck him in the side is going to see him. Even the people that did that, they're gonna see him. And everybody, every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that he is the Lord thy God. And then he gonna send a hedge of angels around you to protect you, to keep you while you're enduring. And know that we have to understand and know that we have power. We have so much power in our tongue. He said that our tongue is powerful. There's life and death in the power of the tongue. So what are you speaking over your life? Are you speaking life over your what are you speaking over your life? Are you speaking life or are you speaking death? Are you going to go with what the enemy tells you because that's what you're used to? Remember the children that came out of Egypt, they wandered the wilderness because they kept complaining. Once God wasn't around and they wasn't able to see those signs and wonders, once Moses went up, and they didn't have nobody, what did they do? They turned to false idols. They turned to golden images. They turned to partying and kicking it. So what do you do when you don't hear from God? Are you still going to be obedient? Are you still going to be patient and wait for his perfect will to be fulfilled in your life? And his will is way much better. And then once you get to that spot, once you get to that land of milk and honey, you be like, Lord, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I'm sitting up here trying to do it my way, sitting up here fussing and crying and complaining about what they did, what they ain't did, and who left and who stayed and what they trying to do. We are called to love people, but we are not called to let people just do us any type of way, especially if they're not following Christ the way you are trying to follow Christ. You don't have to sit around waiting on nobody to change. You can love them, but love them from a distance. You don't have to hate nobody because they did you wrong. You just understand that they are really probably going through some stuff. For them to be trying to do you some type of way, and you ain't did nothing but show them love. You ain't got as much as they got. They got to be going through some tough stuff for them to be doing you like that. Right, so just love them from a distance and be about your father's business. Go and do your father's business. If they don't accept you, dust that dust off your feet and keep on moving and being about your father's business. That is what's wrong with us. We be worried about the wrong thing. We always worried about the wrong thing, looking at somebody else, what they got going on, what they doing. If we stop looking at other people and what they got, God has something for you. God got something for them. God got something for you. He said, I know the numbers of your head. He said, before you were in your mother's womb, I knew you. I know the numbers of the hairs on your head. I know all about you. I know the plans for you, plans to prosper you. He said, I know what I got for you. If you would just let me work, let me cook. If you just let me be God, the creator that I am, the Alpha and Omega, if you just let me do that and you sit back and chillax, and let me work on you. Let me work on your character. Let me work on your faith, your trust in me, knowing that I am God, knowing that I got all the whole world in my hands. That's what he be trying to get us to understand when he be working and we be having to sit still. We be having to trust him, believe him, put all our trust in him and not man. God is not man that he should lie. He's not gonna forsake you. He got stuff. He got stuff that he wants to give you, and it's good because when he created the earth, he said it's good. He created the waters. He created the food, every yielding seed. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply." It's only the enemy that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. It's only the enemy that came to steal your life from you. It's only the enemy that wants to take that from you. He wants to take away your air, he wants to take away your birthright, right? And that's another thing. He wants to take away your birthright because we are heirs to the kingdom. He is our father. Is he your father? Do you go to him and be like, well, Lord, it's getting kind of tough. Daddy, I'm having a hard time. I feel like this. They didn't did me like that. They didn't did me like that. You called me and told me to told me to love people and forgive people and stuff. I'm having a hard time because they did me like this. Fill me up with your spirit, Father God. Fill me up with your spirit. I'm needing a little bit of faith to trust in you. I'm needing some faith to trust you because stuff is getting kind of tight. I don't know where my help is gonna come from. You said that you where my help gonna come from, but I don't see it. It's getting pretty tight. The window's getting kind of close. But that was another. Oh, God is so good. Because I was like, bring it back to me, Lord. Because I thought about the birthright earlier and it went away from me. And I was like, well, Lord, if you want me to talk about that, Father God, you'll bring it back to me. And he didn't just brought it back to me. So the birthright, the enemy is trying to take our birthright. We are heirs to the kingdom, our inheritance from the Lord, the life, everlasting life. He is trying to take that from us. And a lot of times he's doing it through food. A lot of time he is doing it through food. Somebody else, I heard a sermon about it, but he just put it in my heart and in my spirit today about it. That a lot of times it is through food, gluttony, or overindulging. A lot of times we do overindulge. But just like Esau, he was hungry and he sold his birthright. And then he got mad. Right? So be careful about that. The enemy is trying to take your birthright, your inheritance from the Lord. He is trying to take your birthright. But all glory be to God. Just hang on in there a little bit more, just a little bit longer. And tell God, talk to God like he is your daddy. Talk to him like he is your daddy. Like you going to him like, Daddy, what do I do? What can I do? I feel this way, or I don't feel this way, or help me come to you. I want to be able to love like you love, and let him talk to you. Let him help you out and give you his wisdom, not earthly wisdom. The enemy is over this world, and he wants everybody to be in this world and of this world. So that way, he can have your birthright. But all glory be to God, y'all. Don't give up. Don't fret when you can't hear from God. Continue to be still and wait on him to move in your life. And it's going to be the best thing that ever happens to you. And have the faith, have the trust, have the joy in your heart already for what he has prepared for you. Prepare for you in the presence of your enemies, and just prepare for you for your joy and for your peace, and because he loves you. Okay? It's not just a stunt. It's because he loves you so much. He wants you to have these things. That's all I'm saying. Look at him as the best father on earth, because he is. He is the best daddy that anybody can have. Okay? And then wait on him. Let him purge you. Let him teach you. Let him walk with him so he can teach you the ways to go, how to love, how to be blessed, how to forgive, how give you discernment on what to do when people are treating you a certain type of way, or coming at you a certain type of way, or when you get presented with an opportunity that way. If the devil is trying to offer you something, because he's gonna spruce it up. Everybody's saying, people thinking that he's gonna come with some devil horns and the smoke and the tail and all of this rah rah rah. No, he's gonna be claiming, oh, I love you, you look so good, and yeah, that's nice, and they're gonna be singing your praises. All glory belongs to God. Okay? He'll give you that discernment. You just got to keep walking with him. And then if you don't hear from him, be still and study what he has given you already. Again, that's what he did with David. That's what he did with Peter. That's what he did with Joseph. That's what he did with a lot of them. Walk with me. Learn from me. So when I do be handed over to these sinners, you'll still know how to act. You'll still know how to be outside of my physical presence. Because now it's got to become spiritual. where you believe in me in spirit and in truth. Okay. But a lot of people, we try to figure this thing out on our own will and our own mind and what we still desiring. And he's trying to purge that up out of us. He's trying to get us to him and get us to the blessings that he has for us. What's truly a blessing to us that we can't do our own. We be thinking that we know best and what we trying to do is good, and I'm gonna show them, and working ourselves half to death trying to prove something to people. And he got something good. He said, come to me, all ye who is weary and heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Excuse me. Heavy burden, I'll give you rest. My yoke is easy. Yoke up with him. Yoke up with him. Stop trying to yoke up with the world or somebody you think is going to help you out, and then they burn you. They ain't nowhere to be found when it comes down to it. Nowhere to be found. Show me how you really feel about me, okay? But all glory be to God, because his is going to be way much better. You're going to be like, why was I ever tripping? Why did I waste so much time circling back and back and back and kept complaining? And the Lord was like, I've been trying to give it to you. The Lord, like, I've been trying to give it to you. I've been trying to show you how good I am. If you just pick up your cross and follow me. I got the everlasting water, and it's good. You will never thirst again. Okay? But that's it. That's all, y'all. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good week, a work week, good productive week, a good blessed week, a safe week, going in the steps that the Lord ordered, in health and in peace and love and joy. Forgiveness. That's a good part of walking this walk, is forgiveness. So that way he can rain down those blessings and he can forgive you. He who is forgiven much has been forgiven much. Continue to pray without ceasing. Prayer does work. The enemy wants you to feel like it doesn't, because like I said, sometimes you won't hear from God right then and there. Stuff won't just happen right then and there. But he's working. Don't think that he's not working, and don't believe the enemy. You have power over him to crush serpents' heads and scorpions. You have the power. You got to have the faith and believe. Believe in him that gives you that power. And you just got to call on his name. Call on Jesus. It's through him that gets you to the Father. And the Father is going to come. And he ain't going to let a hair on your head be hurt or harmed. He's a good daddy. Okay? He's a real father, a forever daddy. And he don't play that about his children. He don't. He's always there. Okay? Continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for y'all. I love you guys. Until next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mama, you just a call.